Many of us associate Albert Einstein with a high IQ, and rightfully so. After all, he developed theories of relativity, received a Nobel Peace Prize for physics. However, I suspect Albert scored fairly high on emotional intelligence skills. And I've surmised this simply from looking at a few of his quotes, which tell me he was probably a man of introspection, reflection, which in the EI world we call self-awareness. For example, one of my favorite quotes: "We cannot solve problems with the same thinking that created them." Or one that you're probably all familiar with is, "Insanity is repeating the same behavior and expecting different results." Now, some of us might be going into 2014 with no new thinking and insane behavior. For example, how many of you have really analyzed your 2013 business and you find out what's working or not working? Let's take a small section of the sales process. Sales activity. Do you know what activity produced the best results for you? Sure, it's great. You have 5,000 followers, 2,000 likes. You've engaged in 300 relationship building meetings over coffee, and you are the president of 9 associations. All well and good, except, is that activity producing sustainable, profitable sales results? Let's put on the EQ hat, and let's take a look at an EI skill called reality testing. And this is where you hold up the mirror and you look at yourself and you ask this question: how good am I at selling and influencing? On a scale of 1 to 10. So for example, business development. When someone asks you about your company, do you respond with a crisp, concise value proposition that speaks directly to that prospect? Or do you kind of stumble, bumble, and you say things like, well, we've been around 500 years, we got a whole bunch of offices, and we got a deep bench of expertise, and blah, blah, blah. Take a look at yourself. How good are you at business development? How about the sales process? Effective questioning skills. Are you engaging in that strategic pre-call planning so that when you show up to that meeting, you make your prospect or client's brain hurt? They're busy people. As much as they like you, they don't need professional visitors. And how about this? Are you showing up as a relevant value-add partner? And you know when you're relevant is when you hear a prospect or customer say or think about this: wow, that was a great meeting. I've never thought about my business this way. I have never thought of that idea. You've added different perspective. At Sales Leadership, we'd love to help you with the IQ, problem-solving skills, sales skills, as well as the EQ, soft skills that can produce hard sales results. Join us for our upcoming boot camp where we'll cover both sides of the sales equation. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Colleen Stanley, President of Sales Leadership.